Trop bien, mais bon. Go!
Good evening, audience. In this show, 2nd March 1785, we've got one very special guest who keeps peering at the stars. Here we come, Sir William Herschel.
Hello, I'm a bit nervous. That's my first talk show in front of video cameras.
Don't worry, man. So, you are a scientist and more precisely an astronomer. But let's start our show tonight by the very beginning of your astronomer career. You are from the Holy Roman Empire, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yet nowadays you live in England, in Bath. Why did you leave your former country?
Okay, I was unavoided. In the Hanoverian crowd, I'm never here, you know. My brother and I were ordered to England. However, a war which was looming against France forced us to come back in another, since the crowns of England and the Holy Roman Empire had been united. But my father sent us back to England to seek refuge.
Then you stayed here. Was your integration in England okay?
Oh yes, it was fine, you know. I learned quickly to speak English and I changed my name to make it more English. Wilhelm, you know, I changed from Wilhelm to William.
You've got talent in music, yet you are known as a scientist. Is there a link between the science and music?
Not really. You know, music is full of rhythms and complicated scales that led me to study a bit of mathematics, and afterwards about lenses.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think there are any link between music and mathematics.
Oh, I'm not feeling comfortable in front of cameras, you know. Yes, yeah, where I was. Yeah, once I've learned a bit about lenses, I started building a telescope, you know.
You've got your own telescope. Have you spent many time building it?
Yes, 16 hours a day.
16 hours! Don't you take any rest sometimes?
Almost not. That was a precise work which requires great patience, and I had even no time to eat. My sister Caroline found me when I was grinding the lenses.
And you managed to observe Uranus with your homemade telescope?
No, I observed first double stars. And actually I got interested by the phenomenon of parallax, and then I took this in consideration when I observed double stars.
One day you saw Uranus with your telescope, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was looking for stars, not a planet. I discovered it by accident.
Could you explain how did you see it?
You know, I'll make it easy. I simply thought it was some satellite of Saturn, but I asked a Russian brethren, Anders Lexer, to watch it, and he confirmed it might not be a star.
So, why did you think your discovery was a planet? For 1,000 years, people had thought that there are only 6 planets in the solar system, right? What made you think so?
Well, unlike stars, this object moves much more quickly, you know, and so we've got several possibilities. A satellite, sorry, I'm German, a comet or a planet. I continued my observation for a few months, and the calculation showed that its orbit was round, far away from the Saturn's.
That means it couldn't be a satellite nor a comet.
Exactly, and there's a law called the Tittus-Bode law, which gives all the possible situations of the planets of the Sun system. And Uranus obeys that law perfectly. So it is the 7th planet.
What an amazing discovery! And you've got another great discovery, the invisible light, right?
Yes, that was an accident too. Oh, yes, we'll say all my life is an accident, but I was measuring the temperature of a sunlight spectrum with my sister, and I was totally shocked when I found that outside the visible spectrum, the thermometer was even hotter. Which means that there is an invisible light beyond the beyond the red light. Sorry, we call it infrared radiation. No?
And you have mentioned your sister Caroline. How did she become your assistant?
She first moved to England to live with me in 1772. Yes, 72. Sorry, I'm mistaking. But not as my assistant.
So what was her job?
She was a musician, too, a singer. And once I was appointed as the king's astronomer, I gave her a telescope. Then Caroline discovered her own nebulas and comets. A few years later, she was granted an annual salary of £50 by the King George III for working as my assistant. She really did many works for me. Thank you, Caroline.
A musician family with two scientists. Fantastic!
Yeah.
That's our show with Sir William Herschel tonight. Thank you, William. Thanks, audiences. See you next time.
And I'm feeling now comfortable in front of those cameras,